Why don't we do this? Why don't we talk about the good, the bad, and the shit that gets you beat, and then after that, we'll do a weekend recap.
Okay.
Sound good?
For the good, do you want me to rattle off my list, or you want to go
rattle off your list, boss?
I will go. My good, the Titans. The Titans put an ass whooping on the Bengals, and Jack, I loved your little rivalry going on with that offensive player who's like, fuck
Karras
you.
or whatever. He's a wiener, dude.
Fucking nerd.
What was he saying coming off after the playoff game?
That was last year. He was just like, fuck you, Tennessee. Fuck you. Like, get out of our state.
He was even worse than that. He goes, up yours, Tennessee.
That was last year in the regular season?
That was after the regular season loss, not the playoff loss.
Got you.
But yeah, that was from 20.
But the Titans, I mean, just putting an ass whooping on the Bengals, man. And it's confusing. I just don't know what to think of the boys in the two-tone blue. It's like fucking.
I just can't imagine paying a guy $1 billion and then having this kind of a dumpster fire going on in your organization. So
hang on now, Jack. It's all good. Hey, this is the good. Yeah, I need you to fall back. I need you to fall back.
But
I know you're the Grim Reaper out right now, embracing the spook, ready to come after the fan base.
Respect that.
But this is the good we're going through. The Titans good. CJ Stroud. The kid is a stud. 306 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I got him in mind too.
Presser afterwards talking about, oh no, losing at home doesn't fly with me. Like, you see the culture growing in Houston right now, and I'm a fan of CJ Stroud. He hasn't thrown a pick yet, and the dude is balling as a rookie. So I had him. The Bills, Josh Allen, 21 for 25 for 320 and 4 tutters. Zach Wilson in the Jets defense. Spooktober went to Build-A-Bear yesterday. Dressed it up. Got a little spooky pajamas for Rue. The Bear's name, Bear. And so we embraced the spook yesterday by going to Build-A-Bear and making sure we had a spooky outfit for the spooky season. And then going Jets 8.5. Jets plus 8.5 pregame. I think that's as heady as a move as you'll get. That wraps up my good.
That's good. I like the fact that you went and did something spooky, because I saw you on Twitter yesterday, and I thought to myself when we were working out this morning, he didn't do anything for Spooktober, and I didn't even bring it up because I didn't want to be hurt.
I'll take a photo of the pajamas.
No. I believe you. I'm glad to hear that. I'm also glad I didn't have to ask.
Okay.
And
I'm glad that surprised you and fired you up a little bit.
Yeah, it does. And that put a big smile on my face. My good. Obviously, let's do the first one. It's Spooktober. And it's just the opening of the holiday seasons. And that is, I think, the biggest thing that people need to realize about Spooktober is not just about the cobwebs and the frights and trick-or-treating and all that. It's really about like, oh, we're in the holiday season now. And at the end of this holiday season, you're in a new year with new opportunities, New Year's resolutions. And this is just the best way to start it, man. The best way to start. When the leaves start falling, it's going to be the most beautiful time of year before the most barren, ugliest time of year. But we get to witness beauty, man. There's literally fog rolling through the hills when I was driving to go work out this morning as the sun was creeping up
and falling. Like it's a good vibe.
It just fires me up.
It's a good vibe.
So that's a good one. Michigan Athletics 45-7, obviously in the Bussin Bowl. That's a good of mine. That's a really good one. They show that they're the best team in the country. They should be number one. They really should be number one after just this week's performance. Winning the Bussin Bowl 2 years in a row, you win one more, you become a dynasty. So that is another one for me. I'm not going to be nasty, but I do think that.
Hang on, are you saying you win 3 Bussin trophies, you're a dynasty?
If you win 3 trophies, you're a dynasty.
If you win 3 natties, maybe you're a dynasty.
Are you saying the Bussin Bowl is not the most prestigious college football trophy of all time?
Maybe
if we win it one more time,
maybe
we're a dynasty.
Rivalry trophy, but we have to win first to make it like it's that prominent.
You guys don't have to, because both schools have agreed to it. It's done.
It's a trophy game. Absolutely. I'm not saying it's not a trophy game, but to say you win 3 Bussin Bowls, you're a dynasty.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. That's a wild. Of all the takes you have about Nebraska, see, this is the good. We'll talk about we'll talk about the bad later. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going. ETFF's parlay hitting this week on Slips and Picks. That is awesome, because I now know that people that are coming to watch on Thursday, it's not just a fun time watching 3 guys in the camaraderie. You're really watching, and you're winning, and you're making money. So that's really cool. Willie had this. CJ Stroud, dude, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, has yet to throw an interception in the National Football League. Has yet to throw an INT on a team that you and I sat here and said the Houston Texans are dead. They're very much alive. CJ Stroud, and I'm willing to say this right now, the best quarterback to ever come out of Ohio State. The statistics are already there. It's not a huge feat, but it's still something. Derrick Henry finally getting 100 yards for the year. That's big. Good for him to get back on track. GPOT. Peter Strays and Jason McCourty shouting out JP on Good Morning Football for Push Up Tuesday.
Big time. JP Push Up Tuesday getting the love. Dude.
Yeah. And then Michigan rushing for 249 yards. The Bussin Bowl against a team who was only allowing 46.2 yards per game and only 1.83 yards per carry. We had 131 in the first half. That's my good. Let's actually talk about the bad. You want to go or you want me to go?
You want to go first on the bad list?
I'll start the bad. The bad, Patriots, man. It's kind of just sad to see because we all grew up watching Bill Belichick and Tom Brady crush it and everyone just be afraid of the Patriots. When I first got in the NFL, when you first got in the NFL, low-key, everyone was kind of scared. That's like, if you seen the movie Catch Me If You Can, hey, why do the Yankees always win the pennant? Because they're always staring at the pinstripes. That's what Leonardo DiCaprio's dad says to him when they go get a loan at the bank. But that's essentially what the Patriots are doing. A.J. Brown getting a taunting call with 1:44 left in the game against the Commanders.
That almost got them beat, dude.
And the Commanders should have gone for 2.
And AJ on the, like when they were going down and about scoring, AJ's like trying to pump him up from the sideline.
Yeah,
he's just like,
that's self-preservation.
Yeah, it's like son of a bitch. I did do that taunting penalty,
and it really wasn't that bad of a taunting penalty. You could have let it ride, but handing the ball to an official, like, don't leave it in the hands of the official. That's what Mike Vrabel was saying.
The cornerback played at Mississippi State, maybe giving him a little shit talk.
Home fans getting quiet when it's 7-0 on 3rd and 1 in a trophy game. That's one of the bads. Dolphins drinking the Kool-Aid after putting up 70. I should have known. And Chet Savage should have known, but Gecko knew. Any team that's put up 70 points the next week, they go 1-6 statistically.
0-7 against the spread.
0-7 against the spread, but 1-6 from the straight up. Celebrating a touchdown when you're down 45 in a trophy game, that's also bad. And then going from 0 Ohio State stuff and then overcompensating and wearing too much Ohio State stuff the day it comes in, being layered up with multiple stuff and a hat that's begging for its life. That's my bad. That's my bad. I think we know who we're talking about.
My bad is the Bengals, man. Jamar Chase saying I'm always open.
Oh, I'm always fucking open.
I'm always fucking
Excuse
open.
my profanity.
And him and excuse my profanity. And him and Joe played together in college like that. Their boy, there's some shit happening right now.
Well, can I say something about that? I don't think he's talking about Joe. I think he's talking about Zach Taylor. I think he's talking about the coaching, the play calling.
Maybe he said he's always open. If he's always open, and throw him the rock. But who knows?
Do that then.
Blowing a 28-7 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Fucking Bears. Not hearing from the Bears D coordinator still. Not going for the 2-point conversion to win at Philly. That was some shit.
You should have absolutely.
You gotta go for 2 in that situation. Yeah, and also to round out the bad, hemorrhoids. I have one. I'm fighting for my life right now, but that rounds out my bad. And you want to move into the shit that gets you beat? Going off of the not going for 2 to win and to try to get the win in Philly against everybody out there in Philadelphia. Shit that gets you beat? Presser saying your team is too tired to go for 2.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he did. He said the offense was gassed. It was a long
but you
drive.
take a timeout. You can go for 2. Like, you can slow it down.
I mean, you're trying to win the fucking game. We can't put the nuts on the table for a play.
And I'll tell you this,
have it for the 2-point.
As a player, if you're tired, we're just talking about being tired.
Yeah.
Would much rather go for 2 than overtime. Because you're going to be more tired.
Yeah. It's like, yo, let's try to let's
just win this thing. Win or lose, boys. Right now, coin flip. Let's go.
Yeah.
Our best versus your best. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Some sort of pick scheme, get the ball out fast. Let's go win a game.
Yeah, bro. And again, it's like the Washington, the energy that they have going into this year and everything else. It's like, yeah, you're at Philly against arguably the best team in the league. And your rival. It's like, yo, let's just go for this fucking win. You don't get it. At least you know, we're trying to fucking win this game. We're not trying to go into OT.
It's sickening.
Staying over at your girl's house the day before a game when you have a curfew. Being too cool to wear team colors at the game.
Hold on, time out. I don't know if that last one counts really because they didn't lose.
What are you talking about?
Stay at your girl's house when there's a team curfew.
Yeah, but that's the shit that'll get you beat. It'll come back. You know what I'm saying? It'll come back at some point. It'll go back around.
The the that little scoff is so funny, bro. That is
Wearing a Bears uniform.
God, that's actually literally my first one.
And then that's it. That was fucking wearing the Bears uniform.
You took a couple, but I will start with the shit that gets you beat. I have here Bears, just being a part of the team. You've lost.
Yeah.
Like that's what I have written down. That's disgusting, man. And really, you're watching Red Zone and all the games during the day, you look at them and you're like, oh shit, like they're about to get their first dub against the Broncos, who are also a really bad team. But look how many points they've put up. And then literally you like walk away from the game and you come back, it's like, oh, what?
Yeah,
how the
dude.
fuck did that happen?
Like Broncos scored and then just 28
minutes.
unanswered.
Quickly.
Yeah, 28 unanswered. And everybody's talking about Sean Payton is just the worst hire of all, the worst trade. They gave up this, they gave up that.
I don't know.
And then next thing you know, they're coming on a run and they come back and win the game. And did you see, oh man, I don't know if we're still doing the nuts, but that's the savage post of the week. I think I did. Who was it? Mac Hollins?
It was
Mac Hollins, or is that it? From the Falcons on the savage one? This week it was
Judy.
Is it Jerry Judy?
Jerry Judy, yeah.
Jerry Judy.
Wide receiver for the Broncos.
Yeah, quoted
Philip Lindsay.
Who played for the Broncos.
Running back for them. And he was saying they got, receivers got to get open, this and that. He's like, it's good to see you tuned in from the crib or something like that.
Yeah, he said,
you
spend all that money and they can't show up.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. And Jerry Judy
That's crazy.
Just came up behind him with a gun to his head.
No fucking question. After a dub too.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Shit that gets you beat. Rodney Harrison with a disgusting display on Sunday Night Football postgame, dude. That shit. Like, he was a stud, man. What, 14, 15 years in the NFL?
Yeah,
like,
no, he was a headhunter. He's a great safety, great at playing football.
But what are we trying to accomplish with any of that discussion? Like, to put down Wilson like that, like, yeah, we could, like, I'm sure we've been nasty a few times, but Chris Jones handled it like a pro. That's the shit that wins, and I want to put that in the good, but I really want to talk about how bad Rodney Harrison was. That was
that was out of line.
Journalism.
It's not like you're we say stuff too, but you're in the national media, like you're handling post game, and
you're wearing a suit and tie.
Yeah, and you're trying to talk good questions. You got Chris Jones there, talk about the win, getting out of there with the win, yada yada yada, but really trying to intentionally give effort to get him to talk shit on Zach Wilson is insane. And I can't wait to root for Zach Wilson that much more, because the dude is like, I mean, he takes a lot of heat. Who was it? Joe Namath that came out the week before on his podcast or show is Zach Wilson. He's not it. He sucks, blah, blah, blah. They have, like, you could be in the dumps so quick with how much just the world hates you.
Getting
in
body
a city
bag
like that, bro. And to come out and, man, and almost beat the fucking Chiefs. And to me, they should have. I thought they played much better that game than the Chiefs did.
That defensive holding call was sauce, dude.
I know, bro. I mean,
crazy.
He did kind of tug him.
Yeah, but it's like
kind of tug him.
Big moments in the game. Like, is it egregious? Is it?
I feel you.
Is it
That's
Saints
true.
Rams NFC Championship 2019 or whatever it was, 2020?
Right.
That's egregious, and that wasn't even called. This is.
I know, ticky-tack, bro.
Ticky-tacky as fuck.
3rd and 22, and I know it's up for debating in the gray area about that holding call and everything else, but it did seem like the refs were just in the pocket of the Chiefs and the NFL, because the NFL is trying to blow up this celebrity thing with so they got him as their background. That shit is gay, dude.
Dude, it is so lame. It's so lame. And then we were talking this before. The banner is Taylor Swift. And then what's the bio in NFL right now? It's like, we had so much fun with you this weekend.
They've already changed it. They're backtracking because they're fucking idiots and they're exploiting
Rodney Harrison in the back there.
Jackson Grim Reaper.
I mean, it's so fucking weird.
That's a weird deal. It's a weird deal, but you got to chill your face a little bit.
I'm speaking for the public, and I'm not alone on this. It's like creepy now. It's like they're putting Taylor Swift as the banner of the NFL Twitter account, and it's like all these close-up shots of her face. It just seems like they're exploiting a situation to gain followers and capitalizing off of her massive success and stuff. It's just weird. It's taking away from the game, and it's taking away from the other players who don't get that moment. And the moment is now on Taylor Swift, and it's not on guys who have worked their entire life to be in these games playing for big opportunities. And now it's like, oh my God, Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds are at the game drinking. Like, whoa. To me, it's just taking away from hard work that other players have put into.
Listen, all fair points. There is a level of, I agree on a lot of those things. There is a level of, if you're the NFL, you've got to understand, yes, if one of the biggest stars in the world is coming to your games, you need to exploit that from a business standpoint of trying to get clicks and gaining your following. But there's a classy way to do it, and we've overstepped a little bit. I think publicly we can sit there and we'd probably be in an 80-20 situation where people or the majority is going to agree they've done it the wrong way. They could have handled that way better and gained just as many followers.
Yeah, I think leveraging the Taylor Swift stuff is like
the game.
You got to make that move. Like, that is the game. Like, I'll obviously say, like, oh, the NFL's putting her on the map, but like, that is the game. I will say, I feel like the effort to go into doing all of this stuff, like every video, hype video, it's like this Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift saga. Like, it's
there was a video played before. I saw you tweet about it.
Yeah, they did like a whole Taylor and Travis like fucking thing when it's like they're like the thing that makes me mad is like the players who work their asses off to be overshadowed by a relationship that is most likely going to last a couple months.
Oh, hang on, Jack. Like,
it might be love though.
It might be. They
Travis is a friend of the bus. He's a friend of the bus.
I love Travis. This isn't any shot against Travis. It's a shot that they're giving all of this like media, whatever, highlight, spotlight to something that's been going on for 2 weeks when there's cats out there that have played for decades of their lives
well, you can just find, outside of the cats that have been playing decades, you can just find storylines within the game with the Zach Wilson, the Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, just stuff that is going on with the game versus, the relationship of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Pacheco literally scored like a 40-yard touchdown.
Sick play.
And the first thing they did was show a shot of Taylor Swift, like her reacting and like freaking out.
Yeah,
Pacheco's from like 2 hours away from
New Jersey, yeah.
And that's his first time playing back there, like since like being drafted. And they decided to.
And that's a great storyline to like know and like play into in that moment. I agree.
Because here's the deal too. We know there's a camera on Taylor Swift the entire game. Let Pacheco give him his moment. Blah, blah, New Jersey kid. Look at him. He's back here, gets the touchdown. Couple plays into it. Maybe kickoff happens. Offenses and defenses are coming on the field. Let's get a reaction from Taylor Swift and how she felt about that play. Boom.
Or like, when they cut the commercial, like, oh, Taylor Swift even enjoying this.
Taylor Swift enjoying the Pacheco touchdown. Blah, blah,
blah. Not doing it as he scored.
No. I'm with you.
You know what you need? You need Rich Eisen in the booth.